three. Hello and welcome to the Krista and Ed Show. Today we have a very, very special guest, and her name is Skarlett. And
Hi guys.
That's Skarlett with a K, and she is 7 years old. She's in grade 1, and she is probably the smartest and the funniest and the sweetest 7-year-old that you'll ever meet.
And I would also say she's probably self-made hundredaire, right? She's made hundreds of dollars in her own business activities.
I did make $30 on my lemonade stand this
2 weeks ago, yes. We just had to tell people.
I made $30 on my lemonade stand.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
So let's talk about that lemonade stand. What was your strategy for that?
Well, they were $1 each.
$1? That's a lot for lemonade. Why was it so much?
Well, we were going to put in food coloring, but Dad lost the rest. So.
Okay, so then why did the price still stay at $1? Did people pay?
Because we already made all the signs, and we already taped them all to the lemonade stand. So we weren't going to change that now because we put a lot of hard work into the signs. And we just, we didn't really want to.
But you did also have things that most lemonade stands don't have, like when you serve some lemonade.
And I'm going to put in the food coloring. We know where it is. For some reason, it's in my craft drawer.
So Skarlett, tell me about some other business ventures that you've done, because you always seem to be selling something.
I remember seeing a video on the iPad of me and my cousin Alexandria. We were selling kids and grown-up clothes to get a lucky person or family on vacation on us.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, when we did the Alberta Strong for the Fort McMurray fires. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 6 by then, and yeah, my cousin Alexandria was there. She actually did some stuff. She got to flip hamburgers. She walked up, but her dad forgot, but she didn't. She got to flip hamburgers.
Those dads are very forgetful.
And then they're two different dads, but
your dad and her dad, yeah.
But what other stuff have you, like when you've gone out to the lake, what other business ventures have you had?
I've had fidget spinner party. I got fidget spinners and I was selling them. They were shiny, and I'm thinking of starting that business again because I've never really closed it. I just stopped doing it because no one was ordering, and everyone ordered all the fidget spinners. So
you ran out of product.
You sold out of your product.
Yeah, and I gave some of them for birthdays and for babies, for baby showers.
Nice.
So if you were to start your business again, what would you want to do?
Well, I would do the exact same thing, or my mom would order more stuff for me, and I would just recreate the magic.
Just recreate the magic.
Yeah. But you've also had other businesses. What else have you sold?
You saw fans once?
Oh yeah. When I was at the lake, we're going to the lake actually this weekend. My family. I've sold fans, and I sold fans and limited edition fans. And I sold pictures and limited edition pictures.
Yeah. So what inspired you to make the fans, or how did you make them?
It was really easy. Just take a piece of paper and I want to get paper now.
Like, there was like the easiest $100 you ever made selling colored paper at the lake?
Yeah, it was so easy to do it.
What was the strategy with the signature fans? What was that about?
The limited edition ones.
Yeah, the limited edition.
What made them?
Oh, those ones?
Mhm.
Those ones are inspired by fruits.
Mhm.
So I'd fold one, and I made a watermelon one. I folded it and made one side pink and then the other side green. And then I put stripes on the green part.
Yeah.
Darker green stripes of a different darker green shade. And I drew black watermelon seeds on the pink.
So how much did you charge for them?
I don't really remember, but the limited edition pictures came with a story.
Cool.
On the bottom of them.
So the story is really what sold them, right? Like that's what was like the really cool part that not every other one got. Those ones are like $10 or something, weren't they?
Well, I bet they're all like $1 or $2. No, the normal ones were $1, but the limited edition were $2.
Nice.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I have a list of things.
Okay, so let's hear them.
I want to be an astronaut.
Ooh.
I want to be like this. I don't know what it is.
A conductor?
Yeah, a conductor. I want to be a painter. I want to be an artist. I want to be this can never stop.
There's so
Wow,
many
I
things
draw
you wanna
parallels between you and your mom. You never stop. Yeah.
be. Well, the good thing is that you can be anything that you want.
I know. And I'm thinking of also being a singer.
Oh,
Because
do you want to sing a song for our guests?
I could sing the song that I wrote.
Ooh, I would love to hear
Is
it.
this something no one has ever heard before?
You guys have.
Oh, have you?
Okay.
Like, on videos.
Oh,
You guys have on videos and stuff.
Okay.
okay, let's hear it.
The waves of the water are actually islands coming up me. Hey, girl. I know that I'm crazy, but everything is done. Yeah. But the earth's telling me that the waves of the water are actually islands coming up me. Hey, girl. Yeah. You know that everything is now perfect. But you know that I'm crazy. Just making things change a little bit. Whoa. The waves of the water are actually islands coming up me.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that was so beautiful. Okay, so for those of you watching this or listening to this, we actually have started doing some interviews for our podcast. And Skarlett decided tonight, after watching some of them, that she wanted to be interviewed as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we were just going to sit in the same screen, but she's like, oh no, I'm going to have my office upstairs and you guys go back to your desk.
Go to the cellar.
So she's actually in the dining room right now
Yeah.
doing her very first interview for the Krista and Ed Show.
Yay!
And she's doing awesome.
Yeah.
My pillow fell.
There we go.
My assistant gave me my pillow.
So I have a question for you, Skarlett. What is your superpower?
Girl power.
Okay, what's your girl superpower?
Well, girls can do anything that boys can do. And the olden days actually weren't that fair.
Why?
Boys said girls couldn't vote to be for president.
In the olden days?
Girls weren't allowed, like, in school. Girls were the ones who had to do the chores. Girls weren't allowed to go hunting, even if it was their destiny. They would go in jail just for wanting to vote. They would go in jail just for wanting to go in the school. They would go in jail just for wanting to do something that they couldn't. Boys were allowed to do anything. Girls, not so much.
So how do you know this?
My friend, she was doing this thing, a puzzle of these are all girls that had to stand up, like Amelia Earhart, Queen Elizabeth the first, I think, or second, I don't know.
So here's a new game that we could play with some of our guests. You guys have all, I'm sure, played that game. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Well, I think we have a new game show here, and it's Are you smarter than a one grader? Because, you know, I've learned just not to question Skarlett. She drops knowledge bombs.
No, I'm going to do smarter than a fifth grader.
Well, I'm sure you could be smarter than a fifth grader. But really funny story. When she was 3 years old, she used to, tell us the continents and
geography.
I thought she was so adorable because
I still know the song.
I know you do. But we thought that she just wasn't saying Australia right. And she actually argued with me as a 3-year-old, telling me, Mommy, no, it's Australasia. And she was so adamant, and I was like, you know what? I know my girl. Like she speaks like, you know, her speech has always been amazing ever since she was probably 1 year old. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to Google this, and she was right.
The continent, yeah,
is actually Australasia because Australia is what it used to be, or actually, no. I don't even really know. See, I forget, but
Australia is the country. But she was telling us about all the different continents, and then she said Australasia, and we were like, no,
I was
that's
like,
not,
that's
make
so
sense.
Cute. Tell everybody.
Yeah,
so then after we discovered that, I had to call all my family and tell them, haha, joke's on us. It's not so cute. The 3-year-old knows her geography, and we don't.
Yeah. So
I still actually know the song.
Yeah. So question for you, or actually in our show, we usually get our guest, which is you today, to ask us a question. So you got to think about it and think about a question you want to ask us that our audience might want to hear.
I don't know. But speaking of that game you were talking about, I'm listening.
What, you want to start a new game?
Is this a challenge?
You said, well.
Okay, quiz us on something. Is that what you're asking?
No, but you said, are you smarter than a five grader? I want to do that game.
No, it's actually a game show. And adults go on and they ask them questions.
Let's just do this.
All right. All right. You want to do this, kid? We're going to do this.
I would pull up my sleeves, but I don't have this.
All right.
I know you taught me that, Dad.
Ask her the first question. Or she's cracking her knuckles. Her neck's off.
And my toe. Don't forget the other two things.
Your toes and your...
Okay, I'm going to ask a question here.
Okay. Ask her a hard question.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What country are we in right now?
Canada?
Okay.
That one's easy.
1 point for you. Okay.
What continent are we on? Think of your song. You know the first verse.
These are the continents. These are the continents. Show me if you can. North America.
That's it.
All right. Do you know what a black hole is?
Yes. Well, Dad, you taught me this.
What is it?
So this shouldn't be hard. because my dad taught me this. That boy right there, that gentleman.
Okay.
That little gentleman.
So what is it? What's a black hole?
It's a black hole is a substance in space that sucks up everything it sees. So and nothing in a black hole has survived. Like nothing has came back to tell what a black hole actually does. People say that it turns everything it sucks into foil, but we don't know that. So I'm saying it's a magic candy land.
That sounds like a pretty awesome place to go. Is that why you want to be an astronaut? Because you want to go to the magic candy land?
You want to go to the candy land?
No, because then I'll never come back to see you.
Oh, okay.
And I bet there's not going to be any Wi-Fi.
Hey, you could bring Wi-Fi to black holes.
Your mom would not like a black hole.
Okay, so Skarlett, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for other kids who might be thinking of starting a business?
Well, I do have a fun fact.
Okay.
Did you know a water bear can survive in space without anything protecting it, without any suit like that a human needs? That gentleman taught me that right there.
Okay.
Have I taught you anything?
No. You taught me I was born.
I taught you how to breathe, child.
Actually, no. You just hold me for 6 months. That's all you did for me.
And you're welcome.
You hold me for 6 months.
You're welcome.
Seriously, I could have came out once you were pregnant with me. I could have just came out.
All I can say is this interview, I'm coming out looking gold, like 5 gold stars. That's all.
And since you guys got questions for me, time for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna think of one.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I want my sleeves, but I don't have any sleeves right now. See?
Okay, just your game face. I was nervous.
Okay. Let's hear those questions.
What are the 5 continents? What is the only planet we can live in?
Okay, you want to
Only
answer
planet a person can live in.
that? Sorry?
Facebook?
No, that's not a planet.
It's my planet.
Are you asking what's the only habitable planet in our
Yeah, the only planet a person can live in.
Well, Earth is the only habitable planet really in our solar system. Yeah. Although people are going to live on Mars, but they're not going to walk around. They're going to be in, little kind of houses. But yeah.
Sorry,
does that answer your question?
Sorry, my lips are dry.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your next question?
That's why I keep on like when you see my tongue coming out. Like
I was wondering what you done there. You did have
my lips have been dry ever since I got home from school.
Focus.
Oh, get that squirrel over there!
Stop chasing the squirrel.
Why do you do that every video?
Well, when you get off topic,
that squirrel's my best friend. Get him out of here.
Did you know the squirrel's beside Mom, not me?
Okay.
My camera background is a kitty.
Is a kitty?
Your camera background is a squirrel.
Yeah.
My camera background is a kitty.
All right.
Squirrel. Bring up the squirrel.
Okay, so Skarlett,
bring up the squirrel.
Do you have any more questions?
No.
Or comments?
No.
Any advice before we say goodbye?
It's not goodbye. I'll see you in a minute after that. I'm your daughter, remember? So Daddy bought this wine glass. It has wine in it. It had wine in it, and he gave it to Mommy, but she rinsed out all the wine and gave it to me.
So now you use it as a vase.
We're a
right?
recycling family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, ow, I hit my poo. I poo.
Okay.
Dad, I'm literally upstairs and I can hear your echo.
Oh, okay. I'll talk quieter.
Not now.
Well, thank you so much for the interview.
Mom, I can hear you echo.
Okay, that's
And
great.
I bet you can hear mine.
Okay. So, any final words before we turn off the camera?
One final word. Stay there for a second.
I wonder what she's gonna do.
Do, 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 do.
Skarlett, can you hear us?
Skarlett.
Mom, I was literally just upstairs.
You were?
Oh my
Hey, I
God.
thought it looked familiar up there.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And we're very honored to
Wait, stay there for a
interview
second.
you.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
thank
go back
you.
in my background. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Wait, don't turn it off until I get back in my background.
All right.
Do, 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 do.
She's back.
Like this video and stay awesome, guys. Bye.
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 Stay awesome.